Welcome back, people of Earth, to the challenge of beating Celeste with my feet, also known as the bane of my existence. Right here, we're back with part 2. I was able to complete the second level in Celeste, the Dream World one, with my feet. It was a very arduous process. It took way longer than the first one, actually maybe half an hour more, but I think it's less screens, so it's kind of embarrassing, but hey, we did it. And yeah, we'll get straight into it. A few things as we see the initial gameplay of the level. This first part was done in the same stream as me beating the first level, so it's like a continuation, but later on there will be a cut and it will be a different stream that I did where I individually beat the rest of this level. So it's on 2 different days, so that's why the camera might change and stuff. And the audio quality, I also noticed that I was using the camera microphone instead of my actual microphone, so in the second stream it will sound a lot better if I use clips from both. And remember, you can always join in on the fun live on Twitch. I'll put the link in the description, and I'll also put just on screen right now, I'll put the name. And if you like to join me, be with me as I try to suffer, and also give me any tips that you have, please let me know over there, or you can write them in the comments. I'll probably see them. But yeah, we jump straight into it. Another room with spikes and some green crystals that I have to maneuver around. This was just right after beating the first level, so I was way more chill. I was taking my time. I still died a lot, but I was way more relaxed, less pressure. I was talking to chat, and yeah, it took a while, but we still got through it. As you can see in the top left, there are 2 timers. There was always 2 timers, but now they're different. The first timer, the one on top, is the one for the entire save file, like as a whole, but the bottom one is how long you've been on that specific level. So if you want to see how long this second level took and complete like the complete thing, then you can see the bottom one. But if you want to see the entire save file, then the top one is the one you have to watch.
Okay. Well, that helps. Let's go up. Oh, that was clutch as heck.
In that previous room, I did not know that secret area with the berry existed, so I was very clutch because I thought I just died. But yeah, that really helped. And now I kind of struggled activating the mirror cutscene. I don't know why, but eventually we got through it and we activated the dream blocks, and that's when the levels started getting very interesting. Dream blocks, when they're activated, are very cool. If you dash through them, you'll basically warp into them and warp out the other side with your dash reset. You can also, if you hold jump, you can jump out of the other end and get an extra height boost. But doing the multiple inputs with your feet is kind of annoying many times, and usually these dream blocks are really fun, and I really like playing with them and trying to do cool movement, but they turned out to be pretty difficult when you have to maneuver around these spikes, and a later problem that will become extremely annoying in real life and in the game. Even though we are good time into the challenge, vertical is still a problem, so you see me moving very slowly. As I said, I was more relaxed. I didn't have like that much energy to keep trying to go fast. I was just trying to get going slowly, trying to get the safe way. I was not trying to get frustrated. I had just come out of beating level 1, which was very fun, honestly. But yeah, vertical is still a problem, and it is still even after making this video. This is where we encounter our first initial issue with dream blocks. It's that a lot of them are positioned in a way where it requires or very heavily favors a diagonal dash instead of a straight one, which is way more difficult to do than, let's say, a straight one like right or left or up and down. Even though up is still annoying, it is way more consistent to do that than a diagonal. So usually what I would do is I would be running already diagonally in the direction I want to dash, so I only had to dash and jump, and then I didn't have to switch my joystick, because as we will see in later levels, switching your joystick from side to side is a very annoying task, but it does get done, and it's gonna take like twice the amount of time it would have taken if it was more of a straight path. But yeah, You'll see eventually. It gets done, but it is very, very annoying. Now, I have no confirmation of this because I looked it up and I really couldn't find the answer. But I believe that this second chapter has less screens than the first one, but they are more difficult. And even though they have less screens, and I think, I'm not sure again, it still takes me half an hour longer to do because one of the screens you will see takes me a long while. But yeah, I just wanted to preface that I think it has less screens. I'm not sure, but they are way more difficult. And if this is a sign of what's to come, then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this challenge. As you can probably tell, this was one of the easiest screens, and I struggled with this so much because of the directional inputs. I was still getting used to the diagonals. I was still getting used to the dream blocks. It took me almost a minute and a half just to complete that screen without dying. Like, that was like maybe the third attempt, and that took me 1 minute and a half. So yeah, these dream blocks will become more of a problem than I initially thought, but we end up not mastering them, but getting a good grip on how they work and how to utilize directional inputs to have a better chance at doing it. But yeah, it almost took me a minute and a half to do this screen alone without any threats except walls. So now that we are gonna see Madeline, the dark part, it's gonna get way more interesting because I don't have time to think. I always have something chasing me. So I think that's one of the biggest parts of this level, the hardest especially. As you can see, I had said that I was gonna do only the first level for the first stream, and that was a goal. When we reached that, I did a little bit more, but now that we got to Madeline, this is gonna be the hard part. I decided to stop the stream. I pick up the controller and I pause the game because I don't want to accidentally move or anything, and I just end the stream, and we go 2 days after, new stream, new me. We're gonna get this. I'm down to beat Madeline, but it's not gonna be easy, and I quickly come to find that out. The way this dark entity works, it follows around your every movement with a bit of a delay. So whatever you do, it will do too, but a bit after. And you'll see that more of them will start to appeal later on, making it even harder for you to backtrack. So if you make any mistakes, it will cost you big time usually. The problem is that in this challenge, sometimes I really have to think what I'm gonna do before I do it, because in these levels I really don't have any time to think in the meantime, because Madeline's always following you, and if she touches you, you're just dead and you have to restart. So yeah, there's no time to think. You have to be quick on your feet, ironically, and then you just try to do everything as fast as possible, but also taking enough time to not do any miss inputs. Another big part about dream blocks is that they make you conserve and use your dashes very intelligently. Like, you have to really think about it, because you don't only need a dash to get to them, you also need a dash to go through them. So in some occasions I just accidentally dash beforehand, like a misclick or something, and I'm just stuck. I can't really do anything because there's no way for me to get my dash back, and I have to get through a dream block. So yeah, they really make you try to think about how you're doing and try to save as many dashes as you can for the end of the level, or the parts you need to go through a dream block. Oh, go climb. No. Okay, wait. That was close though. Oh. No. Okay, that last part is just mean, dog. There is no need for that last part like that. As I had said in part 1, I wanted to use a lot more streaming clips, but I'm honestly liking this voiceover format, so I'll try to use more stream clips because I have better audio. But let me know if you guys like this just voiceover format, because it is fun to do, and I also can give a lot of insights in the aftermath of what happened, because most of my clips are just me doing weird noises, screaming, or trying to hype myself up to not go crazy. So yeah, I'll let you guys pick. Honestly, I can do both. They're both pretty fun. Go back. No way I did it. Oh wait. Go! I'm dashing for a level. Ah, it was still grabbing for eso. One thing that made this level way less miserable is the soundtrack. This soundtrack just slaps, and a lot of the time I was just singing the soundtrack because it's really good and the music in this level is amazing. So that made it not as horrible to be stuck in this loop of death and constant depression and death. But hey, it's a plus. At least I get to listen to more of the music. But yeah, I see. I don't know what to do. Okay, my feet already hurting. I think I should leave this one for the end, umbrella. No. Okay, so I can't make that. I mean... Okay. No. Huh. So as you heard, my feet were starting to hurt because the position I was in was not really good for them, and the amount of movements I had to do with the joysticks really made my feet uncomfortable. But we kept on through it. And also the joystick on my controller I found was extremely sensitive, so any movement I did would just pick it up, and sometimes it was like completely the opposite. So I don't know if the joystick, I accidentally released it and it like bounced back to the other side or something. But yeah, it was starting to be a real pain. Why do I have to go through that tiny thing? Ah, crap. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I hate depression right now. This stupid Madeline depression thing is so annoying. Go up! Climb! Yes! Okay. Alright then, brother. I forgot about this part. Oh, this is all one screen, and I'm dead. GG's. I had managed to beat the other screen, but now I was on to one where things started to pick up fast. There was now 3 Shadow Madeline or Dark Madeline or whatever her name is following me, which doesn't seem like much of a difference because they're always behind. So if you go quickly, it's not really a big deal. But in some of the levels, you have to backtrack to hit a specific switch or something, and it will make the window for you to get through way smaller. You have to gonna have to wait for them to pass, and they're gonna get really close, and it's way more stressful to have 3 people following you than 1. So yeah, it got way more fun. Oh, I just get squished. Okay, that's not too epic games. Oh, I just fall to my death. We've already had to deal with difficult dream blocks and stuff like that, and difficult movement, but this room is where it really picks up. The dream blocks are positioned in a way where you have to take them both. So you have the dash back at the end. You technically don't have to, but yeah, it's way more consistent to do so. And also at the end, as you can see, you have to do a loop, but quickly before the block squishes you, but you can't take too long because also the Dark Madeline are behind you. So this room kind of combines a lot of things in a spicy way, but we can get through it without much problem. Oh, let's go. Okay. Oh, ya están ahí. Dog, give me a break. Give me a Kit Kat. Now, this is it. This is the room that almost made me stop. I had to take a break midway. Okay, it's a pretty long room. It's a vertical room, but it's downwards, which is way easier than upwards. But there are 5 Madeline following you. The first part is a drop down. Pretty easy, go to the dream block. Now, you could go to the right all the way, but there is a secret passage to the left, which I do remember, and I try to use that. But then you have to do some movement through some spikes, which is not hard. It is not a hard room, but using your feet, having to do so many directional inputs, it's very, very annoying. It took me around an hour to beat this room alone. and it was very frustrating because my feet were cramping, and just I was not in the best mood. I had to go look for my bucket hat of positivity, which you will see, to try to beat the room, but we got it eventually. It was not fun, and at the end there is a chase sequence with My Little Lion where you have to get some switches and stuff just for the cherry on top. But yeah, we were able to get it, thank God, but it was pretty horrible. Looking back on it now, it was kind of fun because of the secret passage and the movement and stuff, but in the moment it was not fun. No. El vertigo para arriba, lo annoying. Oh no! I even got a dash in esa. Oof. Come on. Bro, after this challenge, I might as well be a monkey, cabrón. Going to toe dexterity. Bro, this level took me so long. I'm not gonna waste that footage. I'm gonna make you watch it. Enjoy my death montage, baby. Let's go. No. Oh. Okay. Do you not want to? Why would I want to go through the dream block as the game intended? I just want to bounce off it. Such a smart plan, Madeline. Whatever I said about this being a calm game and el intro can go to shit. I have to get my bucket hat. The bucket hat of positivity, I believe. I'll put it over my headset. Actually, wait, I'll take my headset off. Y ahí tampoco. That's not where I wanted to use the dash, but it works. Please. No! Just dash into the block! No! Why did you jump? Oh wow, that worked. Okay. Okay, now bro, this controller's fucking broke. I'll take a break. This is just the second level, bro. Okay. Please go forward. Yes! 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 Ah! Fuck yeah! Colin, let's go! We did it! Oh my god. After 46 minutes of living insanity, trying the same thing over and over again until I get a different result, it was finally done. Chapter 2 of Celeste was beating entirely using my feet on the controller. To put it into perspective, that last screen of the second level basically took me almost the same amount of time as the entire first chapter. So yeah, very fun. But it's over. Now I just had to walk back to the place after I woke up from the dream because it was all a freaking nightmare. But yeah, I just had to walk back and the chapter was officially over. Thank you for watching. I know this was a longer video and I'm sorry, but I didn't want to let more than 1 hour of footage go to waste because of just random deaths. I wanted to show the process. Tell me if you guys like the editing style. I can switch it up. But I've been having fun doing this video, so I don't know when I'll do part 3, even if I will do it. But I'll try. Just stay tuned to my Twitch channel. I stream them, the challenges. So yeah, just let me know anything in the comments. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. 18 to go. Oh my god. 600 deaths, and that's a short chapter. I think this one might be the bane of my existence.